Good evening, friends. This is time for a wrap on uh, market trade for 30th of December 2020. Today, we've almost closed at the cusp of 14,000. And before we discuss the day, uh, again, we are totally astounded by the response on the platinum service. Obviously, we expected a more expensive service to do less well than a cheaper service, but the audience has surprised us. The platinum service is now our fastest growing service. So people are really appreciative of watching behind the scenes how a trader thinks, what sort of actions he takes when the market has sudden intraday collapses, etc. How does he decide whether to carry or to cut? So definitely the response is extremely encouraging, and I would encourage others who are still evaluating it to visit the publicly available live session of the day, and they will know what goes on there. From today, uh, we will be putting up our live sessions for a public viewing. So you'll be able to watch the current day's session post market hours. So there is also the diamond, silver, gold, copper buttons which you can look at. There is the recorded webinar where a contest is going on. Plus, you can buy it for about 2000 plus GST. Again, it's a great product, very popular, and you can join us on our Facebook group, Ashwini Gujral followers, to get regular updates and for some funny posts, market quotes. Plus, once in a while I put up some calls out there which work very well. Recent one being 13,600 call. And for questions, WhatsApp 98710 66337 or email at ashwani_gujral@yahoo.com. That is ASHWANI_GUJRAL@yahoo.com. Now let's first quickly have a look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 yesterday had a decline. Today we've opened above this kind of range, and we are maintaining above this range. So there is a possibility that the final day of trading for us could open above 14,000. So far, Europe is down because there are some stricter measures in UK, etc. But I think this is looking absolutely fine, and this will give us a gap up above 14,000 tomorrow. Now let's see what we did on the Nifty. You people would recall we had taken home, I think, Bank Nifty calls. But early morning, when this big red bar was getting formed and the Bank Nifty was collapsing down, we got out of our Bank Nifty call with a mild profit. Then on the Nifty, as we got these two big red candles, and somewhere here, my uh, money had been transferred back to my account. So this is where my money also came back. So we took a decent position here. Why? Because as you can see, the price action here told you that the market wants to go back up. So if you just compress this a little bit, this was yesterday's low and this is today's low. So in an uptrend, you buy the W pattern, and this W pattern is now ready to breakout on the upside. Immediate target 14,140. And yesterday, tomorrow, I would think the 14,000 call writers will get rogered, and you should have a big blast on the final day of this year. Plus, there is an expiry. So I think tomorrow can be very, very exciting. We've taken home January 7th uh, calls of 13,900. Yes, we do in the money because that often serves us better. On the Bank Nifty, again, the Bank Nifty was ranging, but again, it came back from 31,000. And chances are tomorrow we could get past this 31,400, 450 zone, and the Bank Nifty could also extend its rallies. Calls for the day, we had HUL, that played out very well, and that is what made our day. The other call was Reliance, which middle of the day did well, then kind of came off. So maybe flattish on Reliance. What we've taken home is Kotak. Again, Kotak closed near the high point of the day, and also we took home Bajaj Finance. Yeah, Bajaj Finance closed at the highest point. So chances are that these are the two BTSP. But tomorrow, once we start to maintain 14,000, once they initially bears, they try to take the market lower and fail. I'm expecting a decent upside because we've consolidated and then we are trying to break out. We are not basically breaking out without a sort of a build up. So if you look at the hourly chart, we are getting a bit of a build up at this zone, and this basically creates energy for the next round of rally. So I think tomorrow will be a good day for people who've taken long position. As we were going into the close, short covering was visible. So that is what made me carry, because it's apparent that the large players are probably expecting a gap up tomorrow and a continuation of the rally. That being said, that should be it for the day. I think all sorts of sectors, banking, IT, should participate above 14,000. And 14,000 is a kind of a landmark. And these round numbers, they offer resistance for a bit. But once that resistance is taken out, they tend to offer you great amount of momentum on the upside. That should be it. I think take care, trade well, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow in our live stream section and in our other services. People who are still on the sidelines, I think the price of professional trading or watching is too low compared to the gains. So I would encourage everybody to consider one of these services now that they are at your doorstep at next to nothing. All the best. Good night.